About to go hiking, first time outdoors. Should be pretty fun. On the bus, about to start the journey. So, I don't know if you can hear me well, but day 2 of camping. First day I didn't use my phone to record much because there's no electricity here. So I want to save on battery, but yeah, it's been a nice time so far. The sleep is pretty well, and about to take a swim here, and I don't know, a very memorable time. It definitely opened up my mind to a lot. Brings me back to caveman era, like how humans first adapted to the wilderness and what our bodies were adapted for, I guess. And how I live such a different life now. Like, having a little bit of a chance to die is, I don't know, it's enlightening. It's just seeing a tarantula in our tent and things like that makes you think a lot different, like what's important. After I dealt with the tarantula, I was thinking, oh, it would have been interesting to have a video of that. But when your mind is literally in a more natural state, I guess, you don't think about social media. Also, I thought more about how little things matter, like being preoccupied with my job, things of that nature. Because nature doesn't care about how much money you have or whatever. Yeah, it's like the first time I slept outdoors in a tent. I don't even know if there was another time I slept outdoors. It might have been the first time in my life. I can't think of anything. Oh, yeah, no. 32 years old is my first time sleeping outdoors. Because basically Boston's too cold and I never owned a tent that was sufficient to be outdoors. I wonder how many people have slept outdoors before. Probably a small percentage of the human population. Or at least in the United States population. Other countries, yeah, are forced into it. Alright, I think I'll end this here.
¿Por qué con el palo? Okay.
Alright, so this is my camping site. It's just started to rain, so it reminded me to record. This is our tent. And this place is called like something butterfly in Spanish. River Butterfly, I guess. There's some nice folks up there who own the land. Kind of see them home. And they have this spot for like travelers who want to enjoy their land. Just camp for a little. Go into the river, which you saw earlier. Or the lake. Actually, yeah, it's a river. It has waterfalls and stuff. Yeah, this is some of our food. It's like $20. All the food for, what is it, like whole day and 2 half days. 2 days total, probably. A couple nights, whatever. And, yeah, I got this flame going last night. It's survived so long. It's still surviving even in this rain. And it rained a little last night, too, and it still survived, so. But as you can see, an incredible view. Flames going. Lots of natural nature. But it is definitely cheating because we got this roof. Originally I planned to not even have a roof. But that would have been really hard. With how much it rains here, this roof is necessary to camp and at least move around, protect your food, fire, clean. But I have been very lazy. She's pretty much been doing all the work. I'm still new to camping, but I don't know. It's a very simple life, but I think this is a life where people come to die. Because once you own this land, you can't really leave. It becomes your life, your property. Always have to work to make more yucca. You can't really explore the world. But it's definitely very comfortable here. Minus the tarantulas. And a tarantula right here. Right on our tent. That's like the only real danger. That is obviously falling, breaking something, breaking your back, falling off a cliff. It was a nice swim though. Not really much to be worried about. Figured I'd shoot more videos, but I've just been so in the moment up here. Who knows if I'll even shoot another one, but so the next clip. Okay, the rain has died down, so I went out to take a piss, and I figured I want to talk about land. Get me this photo snapshot here. I don't know if you can hear me that well, but so let's talk about land or property and home buying, because actually too far. Because something that's been on my mind, obviously. I'm about to hit 33 soon, in like a month. And I've always wanted to have land, who doesn't? Or have a property. And when I first came to Colombia, I was fed up because I just had gotten my bike stolen. And I just felt like, I've always felt this way, but I feel like I have, and I know probably a lot of people in the world feel this way, but like you have the potential to create a lot of things or do very grandiose things, but because other people are desirous of like material possessions, this keeps you down. And where am I going with this? So it's like I want to work on my business individual institute more, but I can't because I need to get money, and I need to get money because I need to survive in the city, and I probably need to buy a house, and all of these things are actually incentives from other people. I mean, of course it's nice to live my own life and all this, and have my own house and be financially free, but most of that is just what the world kind of wants me to be doing, when in reality I don't have to do those things. I just have to probably have enough food for myself and figure out how to extend my life and be mentally strong, and then that's it. I don't have to be in the rat race anymore. So being in the rat race, like how do you escape it? And it's kind of just saying no to the lies. Like no to, I guess when I came to Colombia, I also was thinking like no to COVID. And I knew from the research I heard, Colombia and Latin America very relaxed about COVID. And the first time I went, they were had no requirements. This country always has a bunch of protests, so um, I don't know. I guess the lawmakers come in and out with requests on. I don't know if you can see this well in the video. How is this my video looking? Anyway, I don't want to make this long-winded, but so basically, I just want to say, stop falling for incentives from other people. Like for example, when you get your wisdom teeth pulled, do you really need to have your wisdom teeth pulled, or is that just your dentist trying to make a quick buck off of you? Or when you see an ad for something, like a hamburger or Coca-Cola, are those ads placed there because they're for your well-being, or did they just want to make a quick buck for you? And when you give people incentives, I think depending on the incentive, they could start slowly attacking other people in small ways. And you could see this incentive with like gaining power in office and just lying to get votes, that kind of thing. Or a doctor trying to prescribe medication for a patient as opposed to actually fixing the root problem, because medication will give him recurring revenue, whereas changing the incentive for the doctor to like basically be there for that person's well-being throughout their whole life is much more difficult to gain money from. So I think that's something that people have to understand. Like everybody has an incentive, including me. I have incentives. Yeah, you have to be careful with where, and you have to also try to think of like a chess game, like where other people's incentives are coming from. So in terms of like land buying and property owning and the whole economy of America, where they print money and just value their homes at astronomical prices, I think it's kind of a joke, because I mean I could literally come out here and create a home if I wanted to, and assuming no police would show up and take my land away or fine me, I'd probably get away with just quitting the rat race for a long, long time. And maybe even if they did fine me, probably wouldn't even be that much. So, and if everybody started doing what I did, then we would basically restructure the economy, and we would stop having this lie of valuing homes way more than they ought to be valued, and giving people more freedom back. And I think I've been realizing that me just being obedient and paying my taxes and things, I mean, it's good to follow the law, but at the same time, it's like I'm falling too heavily into the government's incentives. So I think I'm going to start thinking of how I can reclaim freedom back in my life by doing simple things. And I don't know, just for an example, I could probably get a motorcycle and just start cruising around, setting up tent. Maybe make a YouTube channel or something, get some little bit of more cash flow, or just become financially free and wait for a good moment in the stock market, or just keep buying S&P 500 and have small dividends, but and then just be free, no longer in a rat race. I could probably quit right now if I want to, but being on r/financial independence, they were advised like a bit more. I think I could keep saving a bit more, maybe find another income stream, and then just, if I want to, just get a motorcycle and start coming out here. I mean, look at this place. Absolutely beautiful. I could literally just, I don't know. I remember what made me think about this is the laws that are in the United States about camping. Pretty much it's illegal to camp, period. Like pretty much the majority of the states, it's illegal to camp unless you have like a specific permit or something. And you can even buy owned land, and not be able to camp on it. And the reason for that is because they're afraid that you're going to take a piss in this vast place here. And if you take a piss, it might contaminate the water where people drink from. That's literally the reasoning that I read online. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, my little piss here is not going to make a dent in this. So the fact that so many people are being obedient to these laws, I don't know, it's revealing in a very big way. Like, me taking a piss here is going to somehow harm other people? Question mark? Like, look how big this is. I mean, sure, there's like a couple houses over there, but I don't know. I don't see it. I think it's gonna trickle its way into this field. Maybe the ants will decompose it. Who the hell knows? And then maybe it's gonna end up in the ocean right over there, or whatever that big ass lake is. And it's not gonna really have much of a dent, even if I did it my whole life. Even if other people did it. And I don't know, we could even make a septic tank or something, and then have like video evidence of a septic tank, or this portable septic tank or something, or portable urinal thing, and just reclaim freedom. Like, what is it? What is that? I can't tent out. I can't put up my tent out here because they want to collect my tax dollars and enslave me, so I could always be working in the rat race. So their incentives can be higher. I don't know. I feel like a couple people at the top are controlling things. A couple families maybe, or who knows. Or maybe it's your own mind. Maybe maybe people are enslaving themselves because they're not thinking outside the box enough. But yeah, I think I'm going to be doing more pisses outdoors hopefully in my future, and stop getting attached to all the fake lies, or the made-up lies, or the imaginary lies, or the imaginary things that people seem to be all panicked and worried about, like an imaginary disease, and pissing here is going to contaminate the water. I don't know, just a drop in the bucket. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys later.
¿Cómo?
Nada, estoy hablando con mi celular. It's a good trip. And probably should have recorded more, but too busy enjoying this time over here. About to take a motorcycle back to Bucaramanga, search for another hotel, stay up for a week, and then head off to Santa Marta. Meanwhile, I'll be working most of these days, take a few vacation days. Until next time. I want to shoot a quick video of the hostel I've come to over and over again. I talked to the owner of this place. Pretty cool. I like the vibe. It's a foreign owner. I think he's from the United States or something like that. I like what he's done with this place. If I ever have to live in the Philippines, in the Colombia long term, probably do something similar to this. Once I'm retired, I have a bunch of money from my coding days. I don't want to record people too much, but maybe I'll use this cool style in a background video someday eventually. Who knows? It's cool. cool to see what life is like in another spot. Honestly, this place is probably a dump. This guy really made it something special. Very cool lighting and stuff. About to leave Bucaramanga. So, about to hop on a plane. But I really enjoyed my stay at Bucaramanga. First month was a little strange because of getting my footing. But after I got my footing, everything became pretty straightforward. I liked my old apartment. Like the people I met here. Smash scene was cool. Everything was cheap. But yeah, there's a lot of good, not really any bads that I could think of. At least I intentionally put myself so I didn't get too much bad, like dangerous stuff and all that kind of drugs and all that. Stayed away from all that stuff, but other than that, good stuff. Probably next clip will be the airport and all that. About to board my plane to Santa Marta. Alright, so just want to shoot a quick video here. I finally made it to Cartagena. To Santa Marta. And so far it's going pretty well. First night I stayed in this hostel. It's the cheapest hostel I could find. Hopefully no one at the front desk comes, but it's called La Bala Samaya. And $5 a night. I don't know if it was worth it because there's a lot of mosquitoes here. I don't think I got bit, but I did want to set up my mosquito tent and avoid them, but the beds were a little too small, so it's cheap possible. I just wanted somewhere to lay my head when I arrived. I also do not like booking places in advance, especially through Airbnb, because their cancellation policy sucks. So if you ever do need to cancel, it's pretty much impossible to get your money back. So I only wanted to book when I knew I was actually but walking on the streets here, probably a little dangerous to have my phone out. This is what it looks like in something like that. Honestly, I did not study this place whatsoever, so I have no idea what to really expect. I'm just gonna try to find some food, and I know a lot of people bothered me last night about stupid things and trying to get my money. So I might end this video here until I can find some food and then return home to a safe spot. I'll take little clips when I can. Alright, I am on the bay here. See this beach, or I don't know if it's a beach. I really see anyone swimming. I think the sun is way too strong. But yeah, just chilling here with some, I don't know, just walked. Some locals, found some shade here. It's free. The only thing I don't like about Santa Marta so far is that people really eyeball me. I think they know exactly that I'm a foreigner here, and it wasn't really the case in Bucaramanga. And I think the simple fact for that is there aren't other foreigners in Bucaramanga, so therefore there's no tourism business. And yeah, I don't know, it just makes a pretty big difference. I kind of don't like the fact that I stick out like a sore thumb here. So anyway, just something to think about. I think I'm going to book my other Airbnb, make sure my backpack is safe. And I was thinking this would be a beach, but maybe I do see some people swimming in the distance, but not very many. Maybe it's way too much sun for the beach right now. Maybe a better time would be as soon as the sun sets. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? I don't know. Thinking about how I should spend my time in Santa Marta. I don't quite know the best way to go about finishing my trip here. I think it actually complicates things a lot when I'm on the go like this. And I do have to eventually make my way back to Cartagena, or to Cartagena, they have an airport there, and that's the only airport that basically have credit with Spirit Airline. And in order to use up that credit, they only have an airport terminal in Cartagena. So that's where I'll be heading off to in order to end my trip, I guess. What else do I want to mention here? I don't know. I guess I'll save other thoughts of my journey for when the time comes where I feel like talking about it. But let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do. I'm gonna take some time off from work and travel to other parts of Cartagena, more north, not exactly in Santa Marta, but basically like national parks that are close by. And, maybe I'll only be able to hit one of them, but it'll still be pretty fun and interesting. Alright, I guess that's gonna conclude this episode of landing in Santa Marta, and probably next I'll do a video of my Airbnb or something like that. Maybe I'll actually do some computer work on some of my side projects and hobbies, because I didn't realize that my hostel had a rooftop area, which is pretty nice. Figured I'd just show this off. Even have like a little sitting pool, and then a little bar here where you can order some food. Oh, nice place. Yeah, I think I might look for a church or something Sunday. Just want a place to sit and meditate, collect my thoughts. So that's probably where I'll be off to next. Maybe I'll get some quick food here while I'm at it. Nice view and stuff. Alright, let's shoot a quick video. Just probably not a good idea to have my phone up. But this is an amazing view right now. I love the sunset. So the question is, should I swim or not? The sun's about to go down. So, I don't know. Anyway. One more quick turn around. Maybe I should go back to my apartment, throw my phone in my apartment so I can take a swim. See how the water feels first. Another quick view. Mataganga. Mataganda. Mucho salvaje perros. Este perro es a salvaje. Salvaje. I mean, or something like that. It's somewhere close to Santa Marta. There's also Tayrona, which is, I guess, close by, but didn't want to stay there this night. And yeah, pretty much came here and there's a lot of rain, so we're kind of stuck in this hostel. Plan was to camp, but I don't think it's gonna happen because a lot of rain. This house though seems pretty nice. A lot of mosquitoes, but they have mosquito nets and some nice hamburgers. Este probably is bien.
No, y hacia allá más tiene el río. Todo
ok.
puedes caminar.
Vale. ¿Cuántos minutos para...?
Como 10.
Estoy tomando video. This is night 2 or day 2 of that thing in this hostel. First day was raining a lot. The rain has cleared up, but we're gonna try to go camping. Pretty nice hostel. The owner, his name is Vladimir. He's been here for his first month. This is his business. This white guy from Romania got used to the mosquitoes here and thinks it's paradise, but I'm not so convinced. But yeah, power to him, I guess. Very nice place. There's a lot of wildlife growing here.
Ah, bueno, puedo utilizar uno de esos para ponerlo en el piso. Por si. Mira la playa.
Sí, muy tranquilo, muy natural. Okay, shooting a quick video from within my tent here. So, I just set up my tent. It's a little bit warm in here, but there's a lot of mosquitoes inside. Protection. Although maybe the mosquitoes aren't so many as stuff is coming noon. Okay. So this is my tent from the outside. The first time I have it fully set up, and the first time I've used it outdoors. So it's pretty nice. This side has another pocket. I can put this flap here, fold it out, and then it's more rain protection. And then this side also has the same flap as this side, so I could push this out. But right now I want to get as much ventilation in there as possible. So, but if it does start to rain, which doesn't seem too likely, then maybe I'll take this thing down, or the top part down. But it doesn't look like it's gonna rain, but it might. The forecast said it might. So, anyway, this is the place we're staying. It's a camping spot. Costs like what, 20 mil for both of us? I don't know if that was for just one or for both people. Probably for both people. So probably 10 mil pesos, which is about $2.50 to stay at this beach, camp here for the night, which is pretty cheap. I mean, basically not even renting. I could do that, definitely, for sure. And the only other question is food, which we went to the local grocery store and got some food. So let's check out this beach This beach is a little bit off of, what's it called? Pantaloni? Pantalmata? La Terra? Something like that. Something with a P. It's near Tayrona. And I like this beach. I think people got married here. It's like a marriage spot. A little log where you can sit on. And spectacular view. Look at this. Trust me, it's a lot better in real life. You can see the moon up there. So yeah, it's an excellent way to use up my vacation days. Actually go on a vacation. And last time I took a swim, I probably swam to about there, something around there. My fingers pointing. Almost could touch like a flagpole that's way, way out there. So definitely dangerous, but I think that's the reason I came out here, is because there is danger. It's kind of like teaches you something. It's not just sitting on your nice couch as the day by day passes. It's actually getting out, spending some energy just to get the spirit of the land, the spirit of the earth to come to you. Get a backpack and just leave. Leave the tax domain that you're from and just enjoy. Actually, I guess I should explain one of my reasonings for coming to to Colombia. Is I need to get out of the United States just to figure out what the hell I just happened in terms of paying taxes in cryptocurrency. I sold a bunch of cryptocurrency. I actually sold my position at very close to the top, and it's dropped a lot since the position I sold, my Bitcoin SV, and I also had some Ethereum, which I was thankful for. I didn't realize I still had Ethereum. And of course Ethereum went up by like a crap ton. So I might buy back into my position, but ooh, what the hell was that? Some little thing just crawled in that hole right there. I don't know what's over here. But also some other people camping apparently. But yeah, so there it is. Little insects or some shit. I'll step up here, away from this insect haven. Little lizards or something? I don't know. Anyway, so back to the topic. So yeah, I ended up paying like, I think like 300K, 370K or something like that in taxes. And I still might owe more. So close to like 400K in taxes, which is like shit ton of my net worth. And yeah, I needed just a break. Basically, it's been a good lesson, I guess. I still have some of my youth left. I'm about to be 33, and I'm ahead of most 33-year-olds. I mean, the average millionaire is a millionaire by age 60, and I'm only halfway on my journey, and I'm already more than halfway to being a millionaire. So obviously there's 20-year-olds who become billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg and stuff like that, but I'm not quite there. Kind of missed that boat, even though I pretty much tried to make web apps. But one thing I realized is no matter how productive I can be, it doesn't mean the world's gonna want to give me runway to be as productive as I potentially could be. So, like, don't get me wrong, I've been very productive with what I've had in my life, but of course there was room for improvement. I can't say I didn't try very, very hard. I mean, sure, I took some breaks and stuff like that, played a little bit of video games, but overall I tried very hard compared to the average person, I would say, and I got rewarded, I suppose. I mean, how many people are out here? A lot of locals are out here for very little money because they live here and they don't spend very much money, but yet they have the opportunity to enjoy this beautiful ocean every once in a while. It doesn't cost very much. Even being here, it kind of taught me a valuable lesson where back in the United States, people are entitled, best word I could use to describe it. So they take all my tax dollars. They're basically parasites on the productive people. even though I'm not very productive, they basically any sense of productivity I was able to put out into the world, like any runway I could get to being productive, was pretty much stripped away by parasites. And I would say this is just the average person, just not voting well enough, not changing the laws around them, not actually taking enough initiative in their own lives to change their situation, kind of like more or less letting the devil take control. You can't judge too hard because the devil's taking control of my life in some ways. And I don't know, but it's at a certain point though, there wasn't enough runway given to be productive, as productive as it could have been. And I would say people in the 1950s and stuff like that probably had, even the 1900s, before 1900s, had much better opportunities because they could actually buy homes, they could actually start a family. There wasn't this thing called feminism that stripped away the family unit. There wasn't this thing called no fault divorce. The laws made sense, and now that's kind of been stripped away, and everybody just thinks this is new normal, new world order with COVID, and expecting less, and having supply chains not work, and thinking the world is overpopulated, so you don't want to multiply as much, even though the whole world and 9 billion people could all fit inside Texas with nice suburban homes. So I don't know. So anyway, this is the world, but it doesn't matter. The best thing to do is just put your head down, continue to press forward, try to take off some of the parasites off your back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually pay attention to tax laws and try to do my best to game the system, as opposed to letting the system game me, which is kind of what happened in these past 5 years. So, got my hand bit, and now I'm gonna think again before sticking my hand in a honey pot. Probably put a stick in it first, or something like that. But yeah, I think it's a very valuable lesson to just get your backpack and leave. Leave the shitty situation you're in. I think that's by far the most powerful position you could take in a lot of ways. If you sit there and stay, it's kind of like asking for the parasite to suck more of your blood and not just taking it off. And I could say that about most people in America. The best thing they could do is just get their shit and leave. And I don't want to say do things illegal, because I'm not quite there yet, but it is getting to the point where if a government's that corrupt, we're sitting on Keynesian economics just stunting productivity. And, I don't see the problem with laying on your back. What's it called? Laying flat? I think that's pretty much what I'm going to start doing, laying flat. Of course, I'm going to look into seeing if I can buy like farmland or something, or buy land of my own, build something that I can, because I don't think I could survive if I turned my brain off and stopped building and just stayed at this beach forever. That would basically rot me away. But I think everything in its due place. Come to this beach once in a while, get the rest you need, go back to working, but also do work that's not tied to the government so much. Do work that's, maybe you don't want to pay taxes, so you stay. You don't want to pay property taxes, you don't want to pay a lot of taxes when you buy things at Home Depot, and et cetera, et cetera. So maybe it's not a good idea to buy land. Maybe the best idea is just to continue staying where I'm at, in my parents' basement. And then I can use the money I'm saving to keep traveling. Maybe I even buy my own land here. And then I can take advantage of foreign earned income exclusion and continue to work in the United States, but have my tax home, I guess, maybe be in Florida or New Hampshire or something like that, where there's no income tax. And then I basically have land here, and I have land somewhere close here, maybe Ecuador or something like that, and just travel back and forth between Ecuador and here, and basically live like a king. So that's a game plan I have in my head. I don't know if that's my best option. Maybe another option would be just to buy land in Tennessee, buy a small home there, and live there. But I could see myself just buying land all over. buying land, buying homes, and all over the world. And that could be an investment strategy. I think as time goes on, when values will increase, more draconian laws like COVID will probably happen. And as long as I'm building and I'm being virtuous in my pursuits, I think I'll continue to progress forward. So anyway, that's my plan. But luckily I don't have to go that crazy, because I kind of lay flat in some ways. There's a lot of information out there I need to learn. I could start my web app to try to gain that information. Basically spread information very cheaply and easily and efficiently. And I think that's also going to be on my plan, is to actually push forward on my business. Or maybe I should get 2 jobs. Since this whole work from home thing is kind of pencil and paper pushing, I can kind of take advantage of that fact too. Who knows? Or maybe I'll lose my job and lose all my jobs and just go on unemployment for a while and then work on my business. So no matter which way you look forward, there's a lot of nice work to be done, and it's all a matter of making the best of it. So anyway, I think I'm going to end this video here. It's getting pretty dark, so probably can't see me too well, but I'll get this snapshot of the moon. About to see a river. Ooh. Basically walked all this. See a part where the ocean meets the river right here. Could be pretty interesting. Quite the walk. Alright. You can kind of see it. It's a river right there. Ocean. All that other stuff. Now there's the water from the ocean up the river. Yeah, I sneeze.
¿Sí te acuerdas que te dije tubing? Que es estar en una llanta y bajar todo el río.
Tubing?
Tubing. Es así, eso, está allá.
Ah, ok. Tubing, con la cosa en tu boca.
No. Es una llanta. Neumático.
Vale. No entiendo, pero...
¿Cómo no? Tire. Tire. Neumático.
En bota. Bota.
¿Cuál bota?
No entiendo qué tubing es.
¿Sabes que autos tienen 4 llantas? 4 neumáticos. Un auto, un car.
Sí, auto.
Por eso, las llantas.
Auto en la mar.
¿Cuántas neumáticos? De neumático.
Automático?
¿Cómo no? Es...
Okay, so finally got back to camp, and took forever because we got stuck at that river. We made it across just fine because there was a boat. It cost like 50 cents US dollars to pass, but then coming back was a nightmare because the boat wasn't there. Larganta, I think it's what the boat's called in Spanish. Largantas. That's because the girl I'm with kept on saying "Esperamos para la garganta" or larganta or algo así, which basically means we're waiting for the boat or something like that. So it took forever, and then we just ended up taking a motorcycle that was close by, which I don't know. And I also ended up paying like $10 in a transaction because there's no ATMs here. So I think I got like a little robbed because I lost some money at a supermarket when I dropped some coins. Some like person behind me may have robbed me. I can't quite remember if I had money on me. Anyway, this is a pretty small amount, like no more than $20, $25, something like that. If I even lost it, I'm not even sure I did. And then so because of that though, it made me start to think, no, I don't want to also I have to put the camera close to my face so I can talk directly in the mic, but because of that, I didn't want to carry too much money on me, and then I thought, okay, carrying less money is better. Just keep most of it in the ATM. Constantly use ATMs. Now that I'm outside the city, of course, there's no ATM, so there's no way. Hola, pero, ¿cómo estás? So anyway, kind of the story of the Chinese farmer. You never know what I'm getting. Should I put this dog? Oh, my camera is way messed up. Cleaning up this camera. What the hell happened to my camera? Oh, there we go. I zoomed in way too much or something. But hey, it could have been worse. Could have got robbed or something. And also, this is the story of the Chinese farmer. You never know what's coming next. Maybe I dodged a bullet by having a bad day today. Maybe I could have died. I almost died in the sea when I tried to cross that river without the boat, just by swimming. Pretty dangerous. Very peaceful here though. And also Park Tayrona is closed. I didn't realize a park like that could close. So we're gonna go tomorrow. Early tomorrow, and then we also have to book it to Santa Marta late tomorrow. Spend the night in the hostel. It has all my shit. Left all my stuff in a hostel. Like all my important stuff, my computer and stuff like that. Shit, and then today is... What day is today? Friday? Yeah, today's Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. And then we got Sunday to probably relaxing in Santa Marta. Alright, end this here. Made it to Park Tayrona. Nice. So far, place is overhyped. Costs a lot to get in. There's also a lot of security guards, so yeah. I don't know. Interesting times, but it's just a natural area. Maybe something different will appear. But I think it's just overly marketed and paid for basically the marketing that this place has. Pretty much everybody hears about it. Got caught for having marijuana on her, and then she has to pay a fine. I agreed to pay half of it, even though I don't really do drugs. But random costs you pay for traveling, unexpected costs. That's why I save, because I know shit's gonna go wrong eventually, and I prepare for it. But oh well, just a part of life. All right, made it to another beach. Saw another beach, but this one's a bit bigger, better resting spot, I guess. This place is so big that it's a lot of walking. Not really much time to rest. But wow, what an incredible beach! It's very clean. Maybe I'll take a swim. For now, I just kind of want to rest. Too much sun for me. Another beach. Looks like one of the best beaches in my life. It's too bad we won't have enough time to stay here and enjoy it. This place is so big, I'd rather just walk it. See what I can enjoy. Not really enjoy much of it. Kind of reminds me of life. Might be able to get a boat to Santa Marta or something like that. So Park Tayrona is a lot bigger than I realized. We only accessed like 10% of it or something like that, maybe 15%. 50% I haven't seen, 50% is like this jungle right here. Or more than, it's probably, it's very natural. It's a national park, I guess. Makes me wonder if the United States has national parks that are worth it. I doubt it, but you never know. Made it back from Parque Scam in Tayrona and gonna buy some food at this crazy ass market. The biggest market I've seen. Really good sound, Chirori, Naruto. That's the motorcycle sound.
No quiero que pierda.
My new Airbnb.
Mira el pato. Mira ese patote. Míralo, míralo.
Ok, vamos. Oh, ¿qué necesito hacer?
¿Cómo?
Este. This is my second Airbnb and I got turtles. Tortugas. I don't know why it's so satisfying to watch them eat. ¿Alguien matado?
Su esposo ha muerto.
Ah, ok.
Her husband.
Drying my tents. Got a little bit dirty from camping. Got a kitchen. And a space back here with the AC. They're pretty cheap. The only problem is mosquitoes. And there's not really a good shop. But it's very close to the beach. Maybe it's a little dangerous here, but I don't know. Her host's husband, it's a German guy, makes money off of this Airbnb and Bitcoin or something like that. I don't know. Interesting. ¿Es comida para ellos?
Sí.
¿Dónde es él?